Do you ever wonder if maybe your unbelieving friends might be more open to hearing from God than you are? I mean, my unbelieving friends are the ones who are looking at a daily horoscope, who are going to palm readers, who might be listening to hear their inner self. I mean, don't get me wrong, those are not the way to go. Those are not the way to hear from God. And they won't hear from God that way. But sometimes I wonder if there's an openness there that we lack as Christians, that in our routine and what we expect and where we expect and how we expect God to communicate to us, we've limited what he can do and what he will do. This past Sunday, Pastor Matt preached on Ezekiel 1. At the very beginning of Ezekiel 1, Ezekiel talks about an experience of God communicating with him. It's a radical experience. Ezekiel 1:1 says this. It says, "In the 30th year, in the 4th month, on the 5th day of the month, as I was with the exiles by the canal, the heavens opened up, and I saw visions of God." Now, what was happening in the canal with exiles that God would show up there? I mean, this isn't where God was supposed to show up. God was supposed to show up in Jerusalem, in the temple. This was hundreds of miles away, in modern Iraq. And yet it's here that God decides to show up and reveal himself in the most unlikely of places to Ezekiel. Now, what would it take for us to understand and to see what might happen if God were to show up to us? In a sort of a modern 2012 Princeton translation, we might retranslate that verse this way. On February 1st, 2012, among the students of Princeton, on Starbucks on Nassau, the heavens open up, and visions of God were revealed to me. Where are you ready for God to reveal himself to you? Where are you ready for the visions of God to be made known to you? And I don't just mean like in the knowledge sense. I mean in eye-popping, shocking sense. Where are you ready for those to show up to you? Are you ready for God to show up to you on your commute? In a board meeting? In a test? A difficult conversation with a parent? What can you do to ready yourself that God would speak to you? My prayer for you today, my prayer for me, would be that God would show up and that we'd be ready and anxious so that even on Nassau Street, God could make himself known to you.